doing nearly enough merrymaking. I can tell you that. When I encourage women to laugh more, they tell me in tight-lipped, terse tones, I'm too busy to laugh. I don't have time to rent a funny video, and even if I did, I don't have time to watch it. I don't have time to buy a funny book, and even if I did, I don't have time to read it. I don't have time for foolishness. That's us, all right. Poor dears. We're missing the big picture, which is that all work and no play makes Jill not only a dull girl, but also a sick one. Laughter is good for our hearts, souls, and minds. It costs virtually nothing, yet its therapeutic effects top many an expensive medicine. Laughing is the one time we express our true selves, our true nature. There is no such thing as image laughing. You can learn how to walk, stand, sit, eat properly, but when you laugh, you lay all pretense aside and just let go. That's why laughing is so good for you. Anyway, Fred Allen says it's bad to suppress laughter. It goes right back down and spreads to your hips. We know we need to lighten up, but the truth is, we can't survive without humor. As you can tell, I have a soft place in my heart for the good old days of television, of watching Carol Burnett transform herself into a washerwoman, of watching Jack Benny fold his arms just so, of hearing Red Skelton, a man who once said, if I can make people smile, then I've served my purpose for God, end his show by whispering, God bless. We can still watch Dick Van Dyke fall over the ottoman on late-night reruns, but I miss the variety shows, the live television comedy hours, even the early years of Saturday Night Live. Reinhold Niebuhr, best known for penning the Serenity Prayer, also wrote, humor is a prelude to faith, and laughter is the beginning of prayer. For those who love God, laughter isn't optional, it's scriptural. As we all love to repeat, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Proverbs 17:22. As a woman who believes in the power of faith and humor, I am heaven-bent to bring more laughter into our lives. Joy shows up in the Bible more than 200 times, but I wish there were more in there about laughter. After all, we know Jesus wept, John 11:35. Why not another nice short verse to assure us that Jesus laughed? I wonder if the big blast of sound we call laughter today might not have been what the psalmist had in mind when he wrote, Shout joyfully to the Lord, all the earth. Psalm 98:4. After all, they had other words for singing, and if 2 million Israelites stood around shouting, Hooray for God! At the top of their lungs, somebody had to start laughing sooner or later. When you are the one people turn to for laughter, the life of the party, the class clown, the raconteur, people expect you to always be on, to be funny all the time. Even those of us who make people laugh for a living can't live up to that expectation. My first pastor, Bob Russell, tells the story of a man who had fallen into such a deep depression that he finally placed himself in the hands of a therapist. I have an unusual prescription for you, the therapist told him. The circus is in town, and last night I saw the funniest clown there ever was. 30 minutes of watching the Great Rinaldi, and you'll feel 100% better. With tears in his eyes, the patient replied, I am the Great Rinaldi. I have yet to meet a humorist, a comedian, or a clown who didn't have some deep hurt at the heart of his or her humor. When we laugh at something, we are saying, in essence, I identify with that. If someone stood up and described all their blessings, we would be disgusted. When they stand up and share all their faults and foibles, we laugh and love them for it. Laughter does not mean you're ignoring the pain, living in denial, or just not aware of the troubles around you. Solomon said, even in laughter, the heart may ache. Proverbs 14:13. For me, laughter is how we take a much-needed break from the heartache, such that when we turn to face it again, it has by some miracle grown smaller in size and intensity, if not disappeared altogether. An Oklahoma woman wrote, laughter was the prescription to help me deal with the unfaithfulness and abandonment by my husband for a woman younger than our 2 oldest daughters. A laugh a day, a good belly laugh, made me well. We women need to help each other heal our hurts with laughter. That's really my mission in life, why I speak, why I write, why I've watched women who were almost bent over with arthritis laugh until they forgot to hurt.